Subscribe to UK Pensioner Hub for all the latest updates on pensions, benefits, and essential information for seniors across the United Kingdom. Are you over 75 and confused about whether you still need to pay for your TV license? You're not alone. Thousands of pensioners across the UK are unsure about the current rules, and with changes that have taken effect, it's more important than ever to understand exactly where you stand. The days of automatic free TV licenses for everyone over 75 are gone, but there are still ways you might qualify for free coverage or reduced costs. Getting this wrong could mean unexpected bills, enforcement action, or even prosecution. But don't worry, because in the next few minutes, we're going to break down everything you need to know about TV license rules for seniors in 2025, including who qualifies for free licenses, how to apply, what happens if you don't pay, and some valuable tips that could save you money. So let's dive straight in and clear up the confusion once and for all. Let's start with the most important question on everyone's mind. Do you automatically get a free TV license when you turn 75? The answer is no, not anymore. This is where many pensioners get caught out. The rules changed back in August 2020, and those changes are still in effect today in 2025. Previously, everyone aged 75 and over received a free TV license automatically. It was a universal benefit that had been in place for 2 decades. However, the BBC, which administers TV licenses, made the decision to restrict free licenses to only those households where someone receives pension credit. So what does this mean for you? If you're 75 or older and you receive pension credit, you can apply for a free TV license. It doesn't matter whether you receive guarantee credit or savings credit. Either type of pension credit qualifies you. The key is that you must be the one receiving the pension credit, and you must have your TV license in your name. If your partner receives pension credit and the license is in their name, they would be the one eligible for the free license. Now, if you're over 75 but don't receive pension credit, you'll need to pay for your TV license just like anyone under 75. The standard cost of a TV license in 2025 is £169.50 for a color license, or £57 for a black and white license. This is an annual fee that covers you for watching or recording live television on any channel or watching or downloading BBC programs on iPlayer. Here's something really important that many people don't realize. You might be eligible for pension credit, but not currently claiming it. Research shows that hundreds of thousands of pensioners are missing out on pension credit because they don't know they qualify or haven't applied. Pension credit is a benefit designed to top up your income if it's below a certain level. For the 2024 to 2025 period, you can apply for pension credit if your weekly income is below £218.15 if you're single, or £332.95 for couples. But these figures are just starting points, and you might still qualify even if you're slightly above these amounts, especially if you have disabilities, caring responsibilities, or certain housing costs. Why does this matter for your TV license? Because if you successfully claim pension credit, you'll automatically become eligible for a free TV license. Plus, pension credit opens the door to many other benefits, like help with heating costs through the warm home discount, council tax discounts, and more. So even if you think you might not qualify, it's absolutely worth checking. You can contact the Pension Credit Helpline or visit the government's website to see if you're eligible and to make a claim. Let's talk about how to actually apply for your free TV license if you do receive pension credit. The process is straightforward, but you do need to provide proof. You can apply online through the TV licensing website, by phone or by post. You'll need your TV license number if you already have one, your personal details, and proof that you receive pension credit. This could be a letter from the Department for Work and Pensions showing your pension credit award, or your pension credit reference number. Once approved, your free license lasts for 3 years, after which you'll need to reapply and provide updated proof that you're still receiving pension credit. The TV licensing authority will usually send you a reminder when it's time to renew. It's crucial to keep your details up to date because if your pension credit stops for any reason, you'll need to start paying for your license again. What happens if you need to pay but you're struggling with the cost? TV licensing does offer some payment schemes that might help. You can spread the cost over the year through various payment plans. There's a monthly direct debit option where you pay around £14 a month. There are also payment card schemes and cash payment options at PayPoint outlets. While these schemes don't reduce the overall cost, they can make it more manageable by breaking it down into smaller, regular payments instead of one large annual bill. Now, let's address something that worries many pensioners. What happens if you don't pay for your TV license when you need one? This is serious, and it's important to understand the potential consequences. If you watch or record live television without a valid license, you're breaking the law. TV licensing has enforcement officers who may visit your property if they believe you're watching TV without a license. They can apply for a search warrant if necessary, though this is relatively rare. If you're caught without a license, you could be prosecuted and face a fine of up to £1,000 plus court costs. In 2025, the system is moving more toward decriminalization discussions, but as it stands, not having a license when you need one is still a criminal offense. The stress and worry of potential prosecution isn't worth it, especially when there are payment options available. However, and this is important, if you genuinely don't watch live TV or use BBC iPlayer, you don't need a TV license at all, regardless of your age. You only need a license if you watch or record programs as they're being shown on TV, on any channel, or if you watch or download programs on BBC iPlayer. If you only use your television for streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, or Disney Plus, and never watch live broadcasts, you don't legally need a license. You do need to declare this to TV licensing, though, and you can do so through their website by completing a no license needed declaration. Let's clear up some common myths and misunderstandings. Some people think that if they only watch live TV on a laptop, tablet, or phone, they don't need a license. That's not true. The law covers all devices, not just televisions. Others believe that if they only watch catch-up services other than iPlayer, they don't need a license. That's partially correct. You don't need a license for catch-up on services like ITV Hub or All4, but you do need one if any of your viewing involves live broadcasts or BBC iPlayer. Another misconception is that the free license for pension credit recipients only applies if you live alone. That's false. You can live with others, even adult children or other family members, and still get a free license if you receive pension credit, as long as the license is in your name. Here's a valuable tip that many pensioners don't know about. If you're blind or severely sight impaired, you can get a 50% concession on your TV license fee, paying just around £84.75 instead of the full amount. This applies regardless of your age. You need to provide evidence of your impairment, which can be a certificate from your ophthalmologist or a document from your local authority confirming you're registered as blind or severely sight impaired. If you live in certain types of accommodation, different rules might apply. If you're in a residential care home where a license covers the communal areas, you might be able to get a concessionary license called an accommodation for residential care license, which costs around £8.50. However, this only applies in specific circumstances, and the care home should be able to advise you. Looking ahead to the rest of 2025 and beyond, it's worth staying informed about potential changes. There have been ongoing discussions in Parliament about the future of TV licensing, including debates about whether it should be decriminalized or reformed entirely. Some politicians have called for the return of universal free licenses for all over 70s, while others have suggested different funding models for the BBC. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but it's something to keep an eye on. In the meantime, here's what you should do right now. First, check whether you're receiving pension credit. If you are, make sure you've applied for your free TV license. If you're not receiving pension credit, check if you might be eligible and consider making a claim. Second, if you need to pay for your license, make sure it's up to date and consider setting up a payment plan if the annual cost is difficult to manage. Third, if you don't watch live TV or use iPlayer, submit a no license needed declaration to avoid unnecessary letters from TV licensing. Remember, help is available if you're struggling or confused. You can contact TV licensing directly on their helpline, and the staff are generally very helpful and patient with older callers. You can also get advice from Age UK, Citizens Advice, or other charities that support pensioners. Don't suffer in silence or ignore the situation, because that will only make things worse. The TV license rules might seem complicated, but once you understand where you stand, it becomes much simpler. The key points to remember are that free licenses are only available if you're 75 plus and receiving pension credit. Many people are missing out on pension credit they're entitled to. Payment plans are available if you need to pay, and you don't need a license at all if you don't watch live TV or iPlayer. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to UK Pensioner Hub. We're dedicated to bringing you clear, accurate, and up-to-date information on all the issues that matter to pensioners across the United Kingdom. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss our latest updates on pensions, benefits, healthcare, and money-saving tips for seniors. And if you have questions or experiences to share about TV licenses or any other topic affecting pensioners, please leave a comment below. We love hearing from you, and your insights often help other viewers too. Thank you for watching UK Pensioner Hub, and remember, we're here to help you navigate your retirement.